Hi everyone, I'm Sean, and I made this video grammar lesson for intermediate level English students. Today I'm going to teach you how to express the future in English using different future forms. Now I use the word future forms because in the English language there are actually many different ways to talk about the future. Now you've probably already heard someone say will, like I will see you later, or the verb be plus going to, like I'm going to teach you about the future forms. These are just two ways to talk about a future event. However, there are actually a number of other ways that English speakers can talk about the future. Sometimes we just use the present simple tense, like when we say, you have a test on Monday. Other times we use verbs like want, hope, expect, or would like. For example, I want to learn about the future forms in English. Or, I hope I learn a lot from this video. You could also say, would you like to get some ice cream after the movie? Sometimes we can use the modals may, might, and could to show that we are not sure if something will happen. I might go with him to the concert on Friday. Or, she may not pass the class. Finally, we can use the word should to show that something is likely to happen in the future. For example, the Dodgers should win the game. I hope that this video will help you to understand some of the different ways that we can talk about the future in English. Let's take a closer look at each of the forms that we use to express the future and how we can construct them. Will is usually a formal way to express the future. This form is used to talk about future events, to show willingness to do something, to express certainty, and to make predictions about formal events. Let's look at some examples. In the first example, I will go to the store tomorrow. John will go to the store tomorrow. So these two examples talk about future events. We use will before the main verb in the sentences, and we do not change the form of the main verbs. Even when the subject changes, in this case I or John, the form of the main verb does not change. In the next example, she'll be late for dinner. This expresses certainty. I know that she will be late for dinner. I'll do that for you expresses willingness. I am willing to do that for you. We often use contractions to shorten this form when we're speaking. Also, you can see here that, again, the main verb does not change its form. The second form we're going to talk about is the be verb plus going to. This form is used to make predictions or to talk about plans or scheduled events. Let's look at some examples. I am going to be a professional football player. She is going to be a pilot. So these two examples are predictions. And remember that we have to change the be verb depending on the subject of the sentence. I is the subject here, so the be verb is expressed as am. She is. After the word going to, we have the main verb, be. You can see that the be verb changes according to the subject of the sentence, I am and she is. And you can also see that the main verb in these examples, be, has not changed. These next two examples are scheduled events. I am going to graduate this spring. She is going to arrive soon. Usually, when we're speaking, we shorten this form using contractions. I'm is the same as I am. She's is the same as she is. The third future form is the present simple tense. We sometimes use this form when we know about the future. It may seem strange to talk about the future using the present tense. The present tense can also be used for scheduled events. Let's take a look at some examples. You have a test on Monday. This is a scheduled event, and we know you have a test. So we use the present simple tense, you have. The bus arrives at 6:05 p.m. This is also a scheduled event. We know exactly when the bus arrives. So again, we use the present simple tense. The bus arrives. In this case, we have to change the ending of the verb arrives because of the subject, the bus. The fourth form is certain verbs like want, hope, expect, and would like. We use these sometimes to express the future in the present simple tense. Let's look at some examples. I want to watch the fireworks later. She hopes to meet the buyer today. We expect him around 7 o'clock. Would you like to have dinner with me? Yes, I'd like that very much. So these verbs are changed according to the subject of the sentence, just like the present tense verbs we talked about. I want, she hopes, we expect, and you would like. We sometimes use the modal verbs may, might, and could to express uncertainty that something will happen in the future. Let's look at some examples. We might see you later. We are uncertain that we will see you later. She may go with us to the amusement park. We are uncertain that she will go. We do not know for sure. They could be in big trouble. It is not certain that they are in trouble. We use the base form of the main verb with these modal verbs. See, go, and be. We do not have to change the main verbs for the different subjects. We see. She go, they be. In these cases, the subject-verb agreement is correct because we have the modal verbs. We might see you later. She may go with us. They could be in trouble. The last future form we will discuss today is should. We use this to express that something is likely to occur. In other words, when we think that something is probably going to happen in the future. Let's look at some examples. The package should come this afternoon. That's the same as saying, I think it will come. The limo should be here any minute. We know that the limo is coming. It is likely to arrive here at any minute. Again, with the word should, the main verb does not change in this form, just like the other modal verbs that we talked about. The package should come. The limo should be. It might seem really complicated thinking about all the different ways that we can talk about the future in English. So let's take a look at some real examples of these forms in conversations among people.
Will you come with me to the hospital tomorrow?
Yes, Bill, of course I will. You're going to be the best runner in the world, Kyle.
Thanks, Jill. I know I will.
Remember, class, the test is on Friday.
Yes, teacher.
I want to fly around the world.
Oh my gosh, I hope he's all right.
I might need you to come to work on Saturday again.
I may need to find a new job.
I should be home before dinner.
Created using Powtoon.
Okay, now it's time for a quiz to see how much you learned. Question number 1. I to go to the concert with you. A, will. B, am going. C, might. The correct answer is B. This form uses the be verb plus going to. Okay, question number 2. She see the movie with us. A is going. B, want. C, might. The right answer is C, might. Remember that with modals, we do not change the main verb. Question number 3. The class a big test next week. A, has. B, is going to. C, should. That's right. The correct answer is A, has. In this case, the best answer is the present simple tense because we use it to express something that we know. Question number 4. We should A, arrives around 6 p.m. B, arriving around 6 p.m. or C, arrive around 6 p.m. The correct answer is C, arrive around 6 p.m. When we use the word should, we do not change the form of the main verb, arrive. Question number 5. We do that for you. A, want. B, will. Or C, is going to. The right answer is B, will. Remember that will can express willingness to do something. We will do that for you. We are willing to do that for you. Okay, question number 6 is the last sentence. What does this sentence express? She is going to have a dinner party next week. A, uncertainty. B, willingness. Or C, a scheduled event. The correct answer is C, a scheduled event. We use the be verb plus going to express a scheduled event. In this case, the dinner party next week. Great job on the quiz. Remember that practicing these different forms is the best way to become comfortable with using them in everyday speech. With enough practice, you will be an expert in no time. Well, I hope that doesn't seem too complicated for you. The funny thing is, there are even more ways to express the future in English than the ones we discussed today, but we will save those for another video. I would like to say thank you to the nice people who watched my video, and I want to wish you luck in learning more about the future forms correctly. Bye-bye for now.